Are you a millionaire right now?
I'm hoping to be one.
Oh my god. So in short, trucking has money.
Don't drink and drive, because immediately you get a DUI, you're done with trucking, never gonna drive again.
So getting into this trucking is like going to university.
Like for me and my friends, we always say that having a CDL is like you have a degree. Some of the places they go up to 5,000, some go up to 6,000.
$6,000?
Yeah, $6,000.
How much were you paid the first time when you started trucking? It's good. I told you, there's a lot of money in trucking. Hey guys, this is Ellen Nick, and we have with us Sammy Stipper, who's doing trucking. If you've watched our previous videos, maybe he's a familiar face right now. So today we want to ask him a very simple question, because it's what he does every day. So we want to talk about how and why you got into trucking. First of all, introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Sammy Stipper. My full names are Samuel Mulwa. Yeah.
So he's from Kenya and he does trucking. So Sam, how did you get into trucking?
Definitely because of money, and I love driving. I love anything to do with cars, so it gave me the morale to do it. So
here you are, you came into the US. Did you start with trucking or you did something else?
No, I didn't start with trucking, because definitely in America there's a process of everything. So when I came here, I was first in the medical department. Yeah, and then later on I got into trucking.
So is there someone who maybe told you, oh, this trucking is good, get into it, it has money, or did you just decide by yourself?
I have a friend of mine whom I won't mention the name. He's the one who really encouraged me. He has been doing it for like 5-6 years right now. Yeah, and definitely growing up, I used to see so many things my dad used to do with cars and all that. So I thought being in trucking I'll be doing something that I love doing and enjoy doing it.
So here you are.
Yeah.
How did you get yourself into trucking? What are the requirements? What did you have to do to get into the process of now starting to train to drive?
First of all, you have to be in America. And you have to be like having the proper documents. I mean, should I say you have to be legal here? And then you sign up for a trucking school. Right now everything has changed, because when I was doing mine, I was only 5 weeks. So I did the 5 weeks training, then I went and did my exam, should we call it an exam or test, and then I passed.
He's going very fast. So he's already passed the exam. I want to know, so which documents are these that, some of these questions people ask, people are like, if I visit the US, can I get into trucking? So I want you to demystify that and tell them which process what documents you needed to wait for so that you start the whole process.
So I would say it depends on the state you live in, because every state has their own rules and regulation. So for me, I live in Washington. So in Washington, you have to be legal in Washington. Like some of the states, like the eastern part, like Massachusetts, the rules are different. So in Washington, you have to be legal, you have to have the proper documentations, and then you have to sign up to a school. So if you don't have if you just came to visit, you cannot do trucking.
So by proper documentation, you mean your ID?
Maybe you have an ID, maybe
you have a status.
Yeah, I mean, that's the word. You need to have a status in here.
So by status, maybe you have a green card, you have a visa that allows you to work legally in the US.
Yeah. And then after that, you just sign up to a driving school.
So how much did you pay to sign up? Or was it free?
No, it wasn't free. Where I went to school, I paid around so there's $250 for the test, and then I paid around $3,500. So it was around $3,800 for everything.
So guys, you can hear it's
not,
sorry, it's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not. Some of the places they go up to 5,000, some go up to 6,000.
$6,000.
Yeah, $6,000.
So getting into this trucking is like going to university, because for instance, where we are from, in Kenya, with 600,000, you can actually finish a degree course.
Yeah, basically, like I have most of the truck drivers, they, like for me and my friends, we always say that having a CDL is like you have a degree. So you have to take care of your degree. So meaning of taking care of your degree, you need to don't drink and drive, because immediately you get a DUI, you're done with trucking, you're never gonna drive again.
So here you are, you've done your exam, you've paid your fees. So how was the training? What is involved?
So when you do trucking, there's so many things that are involved. So you need to know, you need to learn how to drive a truck. Basically what they do, they teach you the parts of a truck and how to do, we call them pre-trip, because before you start a truck, there's so many things you have to do just to make sure the truck is securely to be driven.
Okay, so you went through it, and how did you get into your now this is your first day, you've gotten a job, you've trained, you have all the documents you required. How did it go? How did it feel like when you got into a truck, and how was the overall experience?
I would say it's a good experience, because driving here, the trucks here, they're so different from the ones in Kenya, you know. I would say they are more luxurious, and I think it's a good feeling, especially when you know it's like when you're excited to, like the way you're excited to meet somebody, when you meet them, you're like, it's a good feeling.
So you got into the truck, you're driving. What was your first destination?
Where did I go? First of all, when you get a CDL, you need to have a trainer to train you, because in school they basically teach you how to get a license, but there are so many things they don't teach you. They don't teach you how to disconnect and connect a trailer. They don't teach you that. So that one you train on the job. That's how they train you.
They don't?
Some of them they don't.
So how long did you have the trainer with you?
Depends on how you get things. My trainer, I went with him for around 2 weeks.
So in this case, he's just sitting beside you as you drive, or what exactly is he doing?
Yeah.
Or is he calling you?
No, you drive with him, like you drive with him, he's with you on the truck. The most challenging things, it's backing up the trailer. That's the most challenging things, because backing up is not an easy job. So they teach you how to drive, how to properly overtake the trucks, and the basic things.
So all this you're doing while you are earning now the money? When you're earning now the money.
But there's some companies don't pay you to get trained. They just pay you little amount of money, because they're paying the other person to train you.
Oh, yeah. So after 2 weeks, you're done now. It's you and the truck alone. How did it feel?
It was scary, because driving on the highway, it's easy, because you just check your mirrors. But when you get to the destination, you're about to back up the trailer and get offloaded. That's when you're like, wow, how am I going to do this?
Oh, that's scary. Me, even if you're behind a truck, when you're driving on the highway, you actually get scared, and you're not even, there's nothing, it's just moving. So I can imagine you driving it for the first time alone.
Yeah, it's not easy, but when you get used to it, I mean, you're like, this is just like a very easy job. Just do it within a blink of an eye. So
there's something that actually brought a lot of conversation in our last video, and it's about the pay. Don't say what you're paid right now, but how much were you paid the first time when you started tracking?
Definitely, when you start driving, you don't expect to be paid that large amount of money, because it goes with experience. The more you experience, the more you earn. The lesser you experience, because you don't expect someone who is 2 weeks in trucking to get paid the same amount who has been doing trucking for 10 years. There has to be a difference. But definitely trucking is rewarding.
So I don't even want to ask him how much he's making. How much are you making? Let me just try.
I don't know. But one thing I will tell you, like, trucking is rewarding. It's really, really rewarding. And I know it's not, I mean, not everybody can drive, you know. Driving is not an easy job, but it is rewarding.
Guys, put the biggest figure that you can think in your mind as rewarding. So I think it's good money.
Yeah.
Maybe if I may ask, what were the challenges that you went through when you were driving trucks for the first time?
The first,
or even now.
I mean, one of the greatest challenge that I've seen is weather. Yeah, wind,
especially here in the US.
Yeah, wind is crazy. Wind is the main cause. Wind is crazy. Like right now, the business is so low, you may end up going somewhere and get stuck because you're waiting to get a load, but there's no loads. Another challenge is when you get to a shipper, they take all the time to unload you. So sometimes you end up staying there for almost 6 hours.
So maybe guys don't know what shippers are. What are shippers?
So a shipper is where you go, the person who is where you go to pick up a load.
Or to drop a load?
No, where you go to pick up a load. That is a shipper.
Okay.
But where you're going to drop off the load, that is a receiver.
Oh, now you know something. You've learned something, my friend.
So when you pick up a load, for instance, from Arizona, that is you're picking up the load from the shipper. That is the one who's shipping that load. So when you go to deliver it in a place like California, that is the receiver of the load.
So these people are the biggest challenge because they make you wait for long hours.
And then when you imagine you're driving on logs, so the clock doesn't stop. So you end up almost wasting your whole time there, and you have to sit there for another 10 hours so you can start driving the next day.
Now, you know you are from Kenya, and in Kenya we don't have snow. So how is it like driving in snow with a truck especially?
It is challenging because here you always you get yourself, you have to chain up, and chaining up is not easy.
So who helps you to chain? For instance, right now we are in winter. We are almost headed to winter.
Whenever you get in that truck, everything is on you, so you have to do it yourself.
So are you trained to do that?
I would not say I was trained, but I just learned it from YouTube.
Circumstances.
Yeah, they force you to do that. I just learned it myself.
So yeah, so I don't know what else maybe you would like to tell people that maybe I've missed, because he's also leaving, he's going to another place.
Trucking is it's good, but if you have to love what you do so that you can get into trucking. If you just put your mind on the money, because I know most people think about the money, you'll not be successful. You have to love what you do. If you just put your mind like I'm gonna go to trucking because there's money, you won't make it. You have to love what you do, because driving is not an easy job. You can imagine driving for around 900 miles, or maybe like the other day when I came, I was going to Florida. It was around 3,200 miles. I don't know how much is that in Kenya. It's around 5,000 kilometers and something.
Oh, that's a long distance.
Yeah. So if you get into trucking just because of money, you won't go far. You have to love your job.
Oh.
Like I said, not everybody can drive.
That's true.
Yeah.
If some of us can't even drive the small cars,
I know.
How about the big trucks?
Yeah.
So guys, it's been real. This is Sam Stipper. Follow him on Instagram. We can also, I'm hoping you open a YouTube channel. Once he opens a YouTube channel, we will definitely share it with you guys so that you know.
You need to help me do that.
Yeah, I'll help him.
Yeah,
we will do it. We will actually open one before we go. Hopefully, if you have enough time.
Yeah. Like I said, my cash app is Stipper09. So please don't forget about that.
I'd like to know, did anyone send?
They didn't, but you need to send me some money.
So guys, that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
So like, share, and subscribe, guys, and watch out for our next video. Love you.